Hello, but welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Brentford Premier League preview. Manchester United are back in action against Brentford on Saturday, the 19th of October at 3 p.m. So it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Can't remember the last time we had a 3 p.m. kickoff. But yeah, the Premier League is back. The boys are back in action. And as you can see beside me, there will be a live watch on Saturday. We're up 15 minutes again. We'll go live 15 minutes beforehand. To go through team news, all that sort of stuff. But look, this game on Saturday, we need the win. Ten Hag needs to win. We need the points. We really do need the points. And look, if you can't watch the game on Saturday, come on here. We'll have a good conversation and hope and pray it's not a stressful watch along. Because you've had a few of them, and we're only, 7 games into the Premier League season. And yeah, it's mayhem. It's mayhem at Manchester United already. We don't fail to disappoint. But do like the video, comment and subscribe as well. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening over the international break. I haven't got time. Didn't have time to record it. I do apologise. I really, really do. I know it's been a bit about Fergie, Ten Hag, injuries, managers, everything. And I tell you what, Manchester United they give us lots to discuss. But look, let's jump into our form because this is what we want to know. It's 11th place against 14th place. Let's be honest. Our Manchester United standards. No, not even standard. Manchester United shouldn't be even near 14th place. I know we're still 7 games into the Premier League season. But we're 10 places behind 4th. Chelsea are 4th. We're 14th. A win against Brentford will maybe push us 9th or 8th, depending on how the teams. Fulham are 8th, Tottenham are 9th. A draw is not good enough because I feel like the more games we lose, the less chance there is of us finishing top 6. Never mind top 5, top 4. That's just how it is. And it is worrying because, I'll put our form up here as well. So you can have a look at it while I'm talking. It's not good enough. And our goal difference is also not good enough. -3. And look, before the season started, we all had high hopes. We brought in Mazraoui, we brought in Delay, we brought in Euro, we brought in Ugart, we brought in Xerxes. Maybe, I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone. If I am, we brought in them as well. We brought in a few players and we thought, this is well. We were on a bit of a high still after because we thought we won the FA Cup final. We thought maybe we'll see that football now, because it was good football. To beat that Manchester City team, to beat any Manchester City team the way how good City are, it's a big one. So we thought, you know what, this is good stuff, this. And then we started the season off, beat Fulham. Right, we didn't really play well against them. We thought first game, wiping the cobwebs off. We're going to be a bit rusty, especially few new players. We just haven't clicked. And that's a worry when we're having clicking because the problem is, as much as you want to look at these players and say, sack the players, we're not. At the end of the day, as everyone knows, you don't. It's not rocket science. If results aren't going our way and performances aren't good, the manager's going to get the sack. He has to take the blame, for most of it anyways. If he has to. He has to. I don't think Ten Hag is going to come out after every game, whether it's a loss or a draw or whatever, or just before performance, and he says, "Yeah, the players are poor today." He's probably going to take a bit of the heat. Because there's a lot of it, and the pressure's on him. The pressure is on him, and I think many people expected him to be sacked after that Aston Villa game. Did the 2 draws save him? The one against Porto, one against Aston Villa. Did they save him, or did we have a plan on sacking him? Is it too early to sack him yet? It's October time. Will he get until Christmas? Will they say, look, we'll see how things are like Christmas. If we're still in the same situation and nothing's going well for us, well then it's time to go. I think we'll see him here till Christmas if things don't improve. Even if things don't improve, even if we go into this next international break, in November and things aren't still good enough, I still think that said we'll still give him till Christmas. And let's be honest, there's not many managers there either. I feel like if we're going to sack him, I don't think we're going to bring in a manager who's jobless. I think we're going to have to pay for someone. We were looking at Thomas Tuchel. He's gone to manage England now. Thomas Frank is in there. He's managing our upcoming opponents. Brentford. We're looking at Amran. We were looking at Inzaghi, but supposedly he said no thanks. The only managers that I could think of off the top of my head that have no job at the moment is Graham Potter, Frank Lampard. No thanks. I don't want Frank Lampard. I think even if you brought Graham Potter, I don't think he'd do a job. I just don't think he'd do a job. I think we're going to have to pay the big bucks. And to be honest with you, if we did sack Ten Hag, I wouldn't mind bringing in Amram. But we're probably going to have to pay big bucks for him as well. And he'll probably not want to leave Sporting until the end of the season. So I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough. And I think the manager that we are probably interested in was Tuchel. But the fact he's gone to England now is sort of a bit like, okay, now who do we go for? That's probably what it is. Maybe we would have sacked Ten Hag after Aston Villa, but the fact that England and Tuchel were sort of flirting with each other, all this, and anyways, that's probably why he looks like he's going to go to England. So yeah, and he had no job, and maybe he would have been the better person to come in who hadn't got a job, but he has a job now. But look at our form here, anyways. We have no wins on our last 5. A 0-0 draw against Palace, a 1-1 draw against FC Twente, a 3-0 loss against Tottenham, a 3-3 draw against Porto, and a 0-0 draw against Aston Villa. So 0 wins, 4 draws, and 1 loss in our last 5 games. And in the Premier League, we have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 3 defeats. That is not good enough. And we have 2 points in the Europa League. 2 points in the Europa League. And we have Leicester next in the Carabao Cup. So our next upcoming games aren't hard, but with Manchester United, we make it hard. Like we make things hard. This Brentford game, I'm very confident saying it's not going to be Manchester. We're not going to go out there. And look, Brentford are a decent team as well. Like they are actually a decent team. Some would say they're crap, but I actually think they're not too bad. I think Thomas Frank is doing a good job at Brentford. They haven't got outstanding players, but they're still doing a good job. For Brentford standards, they're doing a very good job. So, they have a few good players, Vissa and Wimo, the Irishman at the back, Nathan Collins. Just don't throw him in there because I'm Irish myself. They have a young lad, Damsgaard. They have a few decent players. And the player I actually fear most is in Wimo. And Wissa is not a bad player as well. But the fact that, the last time we scored a goal in the Premier League was, when was the last time we scored a goal in the Premier League? Would it have been when we beat Southampton 3-0? Did we play a game in between that? Yeah, it would have been when we beat Southampton 3-0. That's bad. That is not good enough. How many games ago is that? That'd be 2 or 3 games ago. Was the last time we scored a goal in the Premier League. That was the last time we won a game in the Premier League, by the way. Our only 2 wins are Fulham and Southampton. 2 draws. My God, who's the 2 draws against? Aston Villa, Palace, obviously, and that would have been it. 2 draws, and then the losses: Liverpool, Tottenham, and Brighton. We need to kick on. We need to pull up our sleeves. We need to click. We need to see a lot of clicking here, because it's worrying times at Manchester United at the moment. It is. And look, I want to know, what Manchester United will we expect? Sorry, I'm getting close to you. I'm looking for me notes. What Manchester United will we expect? Because the pressure's on him. The pressure is still on him. Okay? The pressure is still on Erik Ten Hag. And regardless of whether we beat Porto, we drew against Porto and drew against Aston Villa, I still say we were lucky Aston Villa weren't great that day. But Aston Villa weren't great when we played them before the international break. They weren't great. And I think that Champions League game against Bayern maybe sucked the energy out of them. But they still got a point out of it, and we did as well. And look, a point away of it, it's not bad. Arsenal go there, and teams that go there don't have I wouldn't say they struggle, but they don't have a lot of joy. So, but a point away at Villa is not a bad result. And look, maybe that it was a Villa were there for the taking, but so we were there for the taking as well. Obviously, we see Maguire go off injured. He's going to be out for a bit as well, which is not ideal because maybe we would have seen him and Johnny Evans partner alongside each other again on Saturday against Brentford. But Ten Hag has more lifelines. But like I said, the pressure is still on. Even if we win this game, I feel like for the pressure to sort of, come down a bit, we need to be Brentford. We need to be Fenerbahce. We need to be who was the next game against? I'll have a look. But I feel like we need to win all our games up until the next international break. At least you don't win, don't lose. Just don't lose. That's the main aim there. West Ham. So I feel like we need to beat Brentford. We need to not lose against Brentford, not lose against Fenerbahce, not lose against West Ham, not lose against Leicester, and not lose against Chelsea. That's what I think we need to do. That is what I think we need to do. And the next games we should be winning. PAOK at Old Trafford, Leicester at Old Trafford again, the Prem, Ipswich, Bodo Glimt, Everton. We should be winning most of these games. Up until, not doing too bad, up until Arsenal. But Fenerbahce, it's going to be a tough one. Brentford, West Ham, there are tough games. They're not easy games either. But the way we're playing, the way you look at it and think, we could easily lose our next couple of games. And that's not good enough. Winning our next, 5 or 6 games, and then, winning 2 or 3 and then losing the rest up until the international break is not good enough. We need the wins. We need the points. We're 14th in the table. We're not at least 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th. We're 14th, for God's sake. What is that? That's not good enough. That's not good enough. We know so. So we need to start building the points. We had the international break. The team had a bit of, they were away for each other. A few players that didn't get called up had a bit of time off. We just need to just come back and say, right, this is what we want. This is what we need to do. Don't go out playing safety first. Go out. We brought in all these players, and Ten Hag surely has to realise, I need to start winning here. We need to start winning here, or else I'm going to get sacked, and the team is going to be in a rough state when I get sacked. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But look, is it another lifeline for Ten Hag? Did he ever have a lifeline? I think it is a lifeline. I think he's like a cat. He's getting more lives. He has 9 lives. He's at there wasting about 2 or 3 or 4 at the moment since he's come in as Manchester United manager. And I like Ten Hag. And I hope things do work out. I hope Saturday we play good football and then it goes on and on and on and on. Not just playing good football, also winning games. Because the thing is, even when we win games, it's a bit like the performance wasn't good, but we'll take it. It wasn't good, but we'll take it. So, yeah, I want to see good performance and a win. I want to see that. That's what I want to see from here on in. We need to. I don't want to see us play well for one game and then shit the next, then well for one game and shit the next. Consistency, keep the momentum. I feel like I don't know. I really just don't know. But hopefully we can kick on. But the team confidence is low, and we need to click, and we need to start winning games. But my question is to you, and I'll go back to it after I show our injury list. What Manchester United can we expect? The same old Manchester United, even worse Manchester United, or a bit of a better Manchester United? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. But look, I'm going to throw up our injury list. The red is that's it. They're out. They're done. The yellow is question. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. Well, look, this is only what I'm reading. Don't be going mad at the messenger. But obviously Luke Shaw's out, Malassi is out, Yoro's out, Maguire's out, Mazraoui's out. Mainoo, I did see something around that he's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks or something like that. But again, Ten Hag hasn't done his press conference yet, so at the time of recording this anyways, he hasn't done his press conference yet. So, supposedly Ugarte came off limping. the other day when he was playing for Uruguay, and then obviously Shaw is out, Mainoo's out. Mainoo's supposedly meant to be out. Garnacho, I forgot to put Mason Mount in there. How could I forget? He's always injured. And yes, probably something up with Garnacho as well. So we'll have to see what happens there. Again, the injuries. I forgot to maybe add one or two there as well. So I'm looking back, I should have maybe added Mount there and whoever else. But that could be possibly 7 injuries there, 8 injuries there. And who's the others? I'm actually trying to think who's the others. Who am I missing? Who could be injured? Who else could be injured? You know what I mean? But the injury crisis is still there. It hasn't gone away. It hasn't gone away. It hasn't. Will it? I don't know. I sure hope it does. Fuck off. Sorry for my French, but has to be said. But the injuries. I don't use injuries as an excuse. Last season we had fair enough, but the performances haven't changed. And I hope and pray when these players do all come back, we play brilliant football again. But I don't think will we ever get to see, especially this season, the full strong Manchester United team with everyone back. It's getting to the stage where Luke Shaw's just robbing a living. Malacia, you haven't seen Euro yet play minutes in the Premier League or the Europa League or the Carabao Cup, so we haven't seen him play for Manchester United yet. Obviously we've seen him in pre-season, but didn't see him ever since because he obviously picked up an injury. Mazraoui is out again. Hopefully, I beg he's back coming the next international break or before or after. Supposedly Malacia, bit of news today. That he could be back before the end of October. So that's always good because we need a left back with Shaw still out. And this is our problem again. We're worried about picking up injuries in the midfield. We're worried about picking up injuries left back, right back because we were very thin. We're still thin. We're still thin in the defensive midfield. We're still thin left back. We're still thin right back at the moment. And that was a worry. That's what people were shouting for. Bring in another midfielder in the summer. Just gone, and a left back and a right back. Well, we weren't doing that. And we should have. Whether we had the phones or not, sell someone. Come on. There's players there we could have easily sold. Let's be brutally honest here. Imagine if you sold Casemiro, the money you could have got for him. I look at it now. I'm actually sort of glad we didn't get rid of Casemiro because we would have been even a lot more thinner in the defensive midfield, and that's just how it is. We're already going to see Leach play fullback alongside Dalot, Evans play fullback alongside Dalot, or Lindelof playing fullback alongside Dalot. And I don't want to see Johnny Evans play left back or right back. I don't. I'm sorry. Keep him in the defence. Don't have him doing much running. That's just how it is. Or Lindelof. I'd rather play Leach there. Bit more pace. Can he do any worse? I don't think so. But look, what Manchester United expect? Look, I hope we see a good Manchester United play good football. That's what I hope. Will we get that? Probably not. I hope Manchester United win every single trophy this season, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Before the season, I think I expected us to finish top 4 and to win 1 or 2 trophies. That we probably win, and we'll probably even finish top 4 either. I don't know. I really don't know, but we have to start kicking on here. We really, really do, because it's only a matter of time before we see this man get the sack if things don't work. It's as simple as that. And his job is, well, you say it obviously hasn't came out that his job is in danger, but we all know it's getting there. It is getting there, and it's going to get to a stage where it's going to be even harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to back him and to pick up from. It really, really is. And as someone who likes Ten Hag and would love him to stay and be successful, it does get hard to back him and pick up from. And I think for Ten Hag's sake, the international break came out at the right time. Because, not that the pressure's gone, but, if we lose against Brentford or just play terrible on Saturday or whatever, people are going to be like, seriously, come on. Dead man walking, some would say. But look, let's jump into our opponents who go by the name of Brentford, who are 11th in the Premier League. They're they're not in bad form. They lost against City 2-1. They beat Leighton Orient 3-1. They lost against Tottenham 3-1. They drew 1-1 against West Ham, and they beat Brentford 5. They beat Brentford. They beat Wolves 5-3. So in the last 5, they have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. They love an early goal. Like, seriously, they love an early goal, and I think they're going to go for that again on Saturday. It's like a kick-off routine where they just love an early goal. I think they scored an early goal against Wolves, West Ham, and I'm not sure about Tottenham. Maybe they did, I don't know. But they love an early goal. I think they did against City, actually, as well. Yeah, I think they did. So they love an early goal, and that's something we're going to have to work on. Because Manchester United, when we concede first, our heads go down, and that's always the worry. We're not like all the other teams where, right, well, great, let's go now. This sick. Let's show them who's boss. It's like when you watch a boxing match, and starts off, and the next of all, the boxer gets him up at the rope. He's in the corner. He has his hands up. He's hoping that the referee is going to pull him back, but the ref says, "Look, it's over. Good luck." Probably enough down where 2 or 3 goes down. It's game over. You got knocked out. Walk away. But a bit of Brentford team news anyway. Damsgaard has a knock. Norgard supposedly has a muscle injury. Matthias Jensen has a calf injury. So that's just how it is there. Obviously, Mbuemo is Brentford's top scorer so far this season. Obviously, they have Skade and Fabio Carvalho, who are also good players as well now. We cannot forget. So, yeah, that's how it is there. Obviously, Wissa is still out as well. Henry, De Silva, Thiago, Hickey, Nunes, Gustavo Nunes. So, obviously, Wissa won't be available, and he's on the blue thumbnail. But I'll have to change that before this goes out. But Brentford are still a threat. Their danger man is Mbuemo. They can hurt us, and they can beat us. They really can. And I hope they don't. Like, they beat us 4-0 in Ten Hag's first season at their stadium. So, and we beat them at Old Trafford last season 2-1, all thanks to Scott McTominay, who's no longer at the club anymore, no longer with us. But yeah, like, Brentford have threats. They really, really do. And they like to be defensive. Sometimes you see them with a 3-5-2, a 5-3-2. So you might see that. Then you have their wing backs, and then you have Mbuemo, and whether they play Skade alongside Mbuemo up top, I'm sure it's yet to be seen. He has a bit of pace and a bit of height as well. So look, and then Carvalho as well. He's also there as well. Lewis Potter. They have good threats. They really, really do, and they like height in the midfield too. And I don't expect it to be an easy game. Brentford don't give anyone an easy win. They really don't. They really, really don't. I think they went to the Etihad, and they were head first. Like, Brentford are good at what they do, and you have to give props to Brentford and Thomas Frank for that, no doubt about it. But look, it'd be interesting to see they go defensive, and I think they'll sit back and try to beat us on the counter. But if Brentford get an early sniff of blood or a bit of hold on, we can have them here. We can open them up here. They'll go for it. They will go for it, and I'll give them big confidence. It's still Old Trafford and it's still Manchester United, but we can't give teams a bit of confidence or sniff of hold on, we can have some here. We don't want to give them that. We want to go, have a good start, and then keep up the momentum. I hear the Old Trafford crowd roar with confidence. I love it. But look, let's jump into my team. Here's my predicted 11. It's not what I'd go with, it's what I think Ten Hag would go with. Again, I'm only looking at the team news, so Ugarte could start depending on what Ten Hag says in his press conference. Hopefully him, Garnacho, and Mainoo are available. Mainoo not looking likely. So Onana in goals, the back four of Leach, a left back, a defensive duo of Johnny Evans and Matheus de Ligt. Dalot will move to right back because he played left back recently, but obviously was Rao. He's out injured. Not injured, but with a bit of an issue. So Dalot will go back to right back. A midfield trio of Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes. And then again, Casemiro, look, I would like us to play Ugarte in the, but I'm just looking at the injuries. You can't. I'm just reading what I'm reading, and I'm saying, right, this is what he might go with. I think it's hard to Eriksen. Eriksen's not doing too shabby lately, but again, I look at legs in that midfield. That's a bit of an issue there. Bruno Fernandes not doing good enough, flying on all cylinders either. Then an attacking line of Rashford, Ahmad, and Rasmus Højlund. Rashford, look, I think Rashford's not doing too shabby. Came off against Villa. I think the reason he came off is because he got a booking. Then he could have maybe got a second yellow. So I think that I was saving him there. Ahmad, look, I think we need to give him more games. Again, I'm just looking at the Garnacho thing as well. If Garnacho was fit, I'd probably start Garnacho over him, but Ahmad is not a bad player. I actually would like to see him play against Brentford because he has pace and he's like, I think we think Ahmad is not bad. He's not a bad player. And Rasmus up top, a bit of pace, bit of physicality, a bit of height, hopefully a bit of confidence as well. We had to see Xerxes hit the ground. But look, it took Rasmus how long to hit the ground? I think it was Christmas when he scored his first goal for the club. So there we go. Well, it was first goal in the Premier League anyways. So hopefully, Rasmus Xerxes scored in his first game in the Premier League. But look, let's hope he can hit the ground. But look, that's what I'd go. And look, if Ugarte's available, I think we'll be Ugarte over Casemiro. And maybe Garnacho over Ahmad, depending on. But can this team beat Brentford? I think it can. I hope it can. I really just hope, we're throwing out the international break. The players are like, right, lads, we need to get going here. And then I goes like, right, we're going to have to do something different because it's not working. It's not working. He may do what he done against Villa. But look, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester United victory. I'm going to go with Rashford and Rasmus to score. And I'm going to go with Wilmot to score for Brentford. I do think Brentford will score first. I think they'll score in the first 10. Just how it is. And then I think we'll come out second half. Bang. You heard it here first. Bang, bang, of course, because I said 2 goals. But look, I hope we win. I think it's more hope than belief, but I don't like to be negative. I like to be biased. It's a Manchester United fan channel. I predicted us to lose against Villa, and I was actually wrong. So maybe we'll end up losing this game. So you pretend I said 2-1 Brentford. I think I'm a course to the team when I predict the victory. But look, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a smash and grab 1-0 Manchester United victory, or if it ends all level after 90 minutes, of course. And I wouldn't be surprised if the team share the points. But I hope Brentford don't get 3 points. I hope Brentford get no points. Never mind 1. I hope we get all the points. We need all the points. My God, we need them. Ten Hag needs them. Manchester United need them to get ourselves up to town and build a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence as well. But look, this has been the Manchester United versus Brentford Premier League preview. Let us know your predictions in the comment section below. And do join us for the watch on Saturday from 2:45. The game is at 3 p.m, so 50 minutes beforehand. Team news, build up, all the sort of stuff. See how we're all feeling. And I shall speak to you all then. Thanks, buddy, for watching. And I'll speak to you all on the next one. Come on, let's get the win. Let's get the win.